Okay. Okay. Let's start with Namo Tassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, so before I start, I want to say my internet is quite unstable. Sometimes I might disappear, but I will come back later. Okay, so let us go for uh the this Paṭṭhāna chanting. We do the very short one, and that is we call it Udesa. Udesa is a brief Paṭṭhāna. So in fact, Paṭṭhāna, if you chant like this, you already complete 24. So this is the shortest one. So if you all can memorize by heart, it's actually very easy, just 24 only. Right. So for those who are not familiar with the chanting, I will chant so you all will learn how to chant. He tu pacheyo, aramana pacheyo, adipati pacheyo, anantara pacheyo, samantara pacheyo, sahajata pacheyo, anyamanya pacheyo, nisaya pacheyo, upanisaya pacheyo, purejata pacheyo, pachajata pacheyo, asewana pacheyo, kama pacheyo, vipaka pacheyo, ahara pacheyo, indriya pacheyo, jhana pacheyo, maga pacheyo, sampayuta pacheyo, vipayuta pacheyo, ati pacheyo, nati pacheyo, vikata pacheyo, avigata pacheyo, ti. We need to finish with the ti. Okay, so I will invite one student to recite also. Uh, I think Brother King. Brother King, you can try. Brother King?
Okay. Try.
Okay.
Hetu pacayo, aramana pacayo, adipati pacayo, anantara pacayo, samanantara pacayo, sahajata pacayo, anyamanya pacayo, nisaya pacayo, upanisaya pacayo, purejata pacayo, pacajata pacayo, asevana pacayo, kama pacayo, vipaka pacayo, ahara pacayo, indriya pacayo, jana pacayo, maga pacayo, sampayuta pacayo, vipayuta pacayo, ati pacayo, nati pacayo, vigata pacayo, avigata pacayo, ti.
Okay. Thank you, Brother King. Now we go for
Thank
the.
you.
We already finished Sahajata, but today I will review again. So we were going to recite the Pali. So if you all can listen to the link I give in YouTube or you search the YouTube, there are a lot of chanting like this. So this for you all to know the Paṭṭhāna chanting. So this is a more detail. We call it the Nidisa. Sahajata Pachayoti Chataro Kanda Alupino Anyamayam Sahajata Pachayena Pachayo Chataro Mahabhuta Anyamanyam Sahajata Pachayena Pachayo Okantikane Namalupam Anyamanyam Sahajata Pachayena Pachayo Citta Cittasika Dhamma Citta Samutananam Lupanam Sahajata Pachayena Pachayo Mahabhuta Upada Lupanam Sahajata Pachayena Pachayo Lupino Dhamma alupinam damanam kinchikare sahajata pachayena pachayo kinchikare na sahajata pachayena pachayo. So this is the one in Pali and the English translation is here. So we ask some to Vera. Can you read the English? Vera, Oi, are you here?
Yes, good evening, Saji.
Good evening. Yes.
Connaissance condition. The four immaterial aggregates are mutually related to one another by connaissance condition. The four great essentials are mutually related to one another by connaissance condition. At the moment of conception, mind and matter are mutually related to each other by connaissance condition. Consciousness and mental factors are related to mind-produced matter by connaissance condition. The great essentials are related to derived matter by connaissance condition. Material phenomena are sometimes related to immaterial, that is, mental phenomena by connaissance condition. Sometimes they are not related by connaissance condition.
Okay, thank you
Want
very
to
much.
the 45 want to read not?
You want to read? Okay, you read. Yes.
These are the mental aggregates: Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, and Vijnana Kanda. 46. Of four great elements, Mahabhuta, Apatavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayodhatu, earth, water, fire, and air element. 47. Here mind refers to Patisandhi Chitta and its Cetasikas. 48. Here only 30 karma born matters, namely the three kamajar kalapas, heart-based decade, body sensitivity decade, and sex decade. 49. At the moment of conception, Okantikani or rebirth Patisandhi, see number 3. 50. During lifetime, Pawati.
Okay, thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
So this is the information according to Pali. So look at my notes. My note actually is more brief. So I already write about the Sahajata. I already sent to you all. Okay. So the meaning of Saha is together. So Jata is born. So last week we already go through. So I'll repeat because this is important. Once you know about this, then the rest are actually quite similar. So Sahajata means arise together, arises together. So it's like candlelight and brightness that appear at same time. Now, four mental aggregates, or in brief, we say it's chitta chittasika, right? Vedana, feeling, sanya, perception, sankala, mental formation, vijnana. So this one is in the first chapter. You all should be able to digest it. Already in first chapter, we have talking about five aggregates. Out of five aggregates, one is rupa, right? Body. The rest are called four as a mental. Mental means the nama side, right? And then the four great elements, they are born together. That is earth, water, fire, and wind. So at the rebirth linking time, the nama, that is your Patisandhi Chitta rebirth linking, and Chetasika, and the first Kamaja Rupa, okay? Kama produce materiality. And then when in the normal time, so your mind, nama, Chitta, Chetasika, and there's one material produced by the mind. So we call it Chitta Jarupa, are born together. And then Mahabhuta and Upada Rupa. So this is a chapter of the Rupa, right? They are born together. So Upada Rupa, we call it dependent Rupa. Sometimes, like just now, they use the term derived Rupa. Okay? So they depends on the four Mahabhuta. So this is the Rupa chapter. So you have to go and remember the Rupa. All right, so for simple one today, I make some. It's not in your paper, but I draw some small diagram for you all to see. Okay, assuming that you can divide we call it so-called human being into two parts, okay? Right. Okay. So this part is the nama, this part is the lupa. So how how is our nama lupa related to each other according to this sahajata born together, right? According to this sahajata born together. Okay, we start. The first one is four aggregates or chitta chittasika, they are born together. So this part is nama. So you have the nama. Inside your nama, there are four aggregates or chitta chittasika, they are born together. And on the side of body, the lupa side, this is the lupa side, the four great elements, Mahabhuta, Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, shortcut here, earth, water, fire, and wind. All right, so they are born together. Okay, this is the first line. All right, this is a A part and B part according to the definition on above. You have the A and B. Okay, and then number C. The number C is the rebirth linking time. So you're thinking about that, all right? So we have two time here. One is the rebirth linking time, where your nama, cita cita sika, and the first kamajarupa are considered as born together, sahajata. And at the Pawati time, we see this word Pawati in a Karma chapter, means that in a cause assistant means your normal time. Then your Nama, Chitta and Chitta Sika, and together with the one Lupa born of the Chitta, so Chitta Lupa are also Sahajata. They are born together. So if you can think about this, is okay. All right. Then also your four great elements and the Upada Lupa, they are also born together. Okay. So we can think about like this. Then you understand your Nama side and your Lupa side. Okay. Paṭṭhāna actually is a very deep topic. All right. So even like what we study is just a little bit only. I would say very little bit only, but it's still very profound. Okay. So if you find that is you don't understand, doesn't matter because nobody will really understand Paṭṭhāna in the first time you learn. Even for me, I have to learn more than three or four or five times. A lot is it's very deep because it breaks things into very detail here. Okay, so we just leave it like that. Anyway, you will see some of the part of Sajata we together. Now, right, number 7, Anya Maya, right? So let's do the Pali chanting first. First, it's good to why we do the chanting is because it's good for us to learn the Pali and also to get to know the Pali words. And second time is the this kind of chanting is like we pay respect to the Buddha, because Buddha preached Abhidhamma in the heaven. All right. Anyamaya pachayoti chatalo kanda alupino. Anyamaya pachayena pachayo chatalo mahabuta. Anyamaya pachayena pachayo. Okanti kane nama lupam. Anyamaya pachayena pachayo. You can see the Pali actually quite similar. And okay, Chai-Hun, can you read the English?
The mutuality of reciprocity condition. The four immaterial mental aggregates are related to one another by mutually conditioned. The four great essentials are related to one another by mutuality condition. At the time of conception, mind and metal are related to each other by mutually conditioned.
Okay,
But
thank
this
you.
Sandichita with its Chetasika and the first 30 Kamanja Rupa, heart base, decayed body, serenity, decayed, and sex decayed.
Okay, thank you. All right. Now, when you see this Anya Maya, you see the A and B and C. Actually, it's same with the Sahajata, because Sahajata means born together. Anya Maya means they support each other. Of course, if they want to support each other, they must bond together. So the A and B and C actually is same with the above Sahajata. You notice that, all right? So in brief, you can just draw like diagram like what we did is that the chitta, I will do like this chitta and chitta like this. Sometimes I do a shortcut like this, chitta and chitta is 1 point. Then the four Mahabhuta or four Mahabhuta is 1 point. So at the rebirth time, then this is a chitta mean nama is linked with the uh first so kamaja lupa. Okay. So you have the chitta linked to each other, four Mahabhuta linked to each other. At the rebirth time, then the nama linked with the first kamajalupa. Sometimes you can make a short note like this, so easy for you to digest the information. All right. Or if you prefer to draw a diagram like above, okay, you can draw a diagram like this because sometimes our mind is not just operate by words. Sometimes we use the diagram picture to help us to digest the information. Okay, you can draw whatever diagram you have. For example, the diagram I do see cheetah is a big one. Chetasika minimum there must be seven. So I put seven chetasika here. Okay. The red color is chetasika. Right. Anyway, I will send to you all when we finish the Paṭṭhāna. Okay. All right. Now we go for Nisaya. Nisaya means uh there's support. Okay. A condition that support things as a dependent for its condition state. Nisaya means support. It is just a canvas, just like a canvas for painting. The one I put yellow is I added today because I noticed the note is not complete enough. So if you have print out, you can just write down the yellow one. Okay. Okay. Now you notice that the facts actually quite same. It is look like Sahajata and it also look like Anyamaya, right? Now, so the first one is four mental aggregate, chitta and chittasika. They depend on each other. So this one we already see in Sahajata. We already see in Anyamaya also. Then the four great elements, they also depend on each other. So we also see in Sahajata, we also see in Anyamaya. At the rebirth linking time, the Nama, the Patisandhi Chitta, rebirth linking, and its Chetasika, and the first Kamaja Rupa, they also depend on each other. Okay. So this one is also same with the Sahajata and also same with the Anyamaya. Right. The next one is a little bit it's not in the Anyamaya, it's in the Sahajata. The Nama, Chitta, and Chittasika, and the Chittaja Lupa is the Lupa that born by the Chitta, right? Here, the Chittaja Lupa depends on Nama. Okay. Maybe it's this way or the other way around. But I see the Pali, it should be, uh, maybe it should be the other way around. The Nama depend on Chittaja Lupa or Chittaja Lupa depend on Nama. Okay. So think about it. All right. Next one first. Mahabhuta and Upada Lupa are born together, right? But Upada Lupa must depend on the four Mahabhuta, right? So this is correct. So because we already learned in Abhidhamma, there are 28 Lupa, so four are Mahabhuta. So the remaining 24 must depend on Mahabhuta, the four Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu to arise. And then sense consciousness must depend on sense base. Like nose consciousness must depend on the nose sensitivity. There's a your lupa side. Okay. And the G side, the one I note in the note. So if you print out, please write down. Other consciousness must depend on the Hadaya Watu, heart base. Okay, for this one, we can look at the Pali here. Okay. This Pali for Nisaya actually is you notice the Pali is quite same, but they are a little bit long here, up to 11. So it's good to chant. I'll read the Pali. Nisaya pachayoti chatalo kanda alupino anyamayam nisaya pachayena pachayo chatalo mahabhuta anyamayam Nisaya pachayena pachayo. Okanti kane nama lupam. Anyamayam. Nisaya pachayena pachayo. Citta cittasika dhamma. Citta samutana nam lupanam. Nisaya pachayena pachayo. Mahabhuta upada lupanam. Nisaya pachayena pachayo. Okay, this is a sense base. Chakayatanam chaku vinyana dhatuya tam sampayukanan cha dhammanam nisaya pachayena pachayo. Sotayatanam sota vinyana dhatuya tam sampayukanan cha dhammanam nisaya pachayena pachayo. Kanayatanam kana vinyana dhatuya tam sampayoganan cha dhammanam nisaya pachayena pachayo. Jivayatanam jiva vinyana dhatuya tam sampayoganan cha dhammanam nisaya pachayena pachayo. Kaya yatanam kaya vinyana dhatuya tam sapayutanam kanancha dhammanam nisaya pachayena pachayo. Yam lupam nisaya mano dhatucha mano vinyana dhatucha vadanti tam lupam mano dhatuya cha mano vinyana dhatuya cha tam sampayuta kanancha dhammanam nisaya pachayena pachayo. Alright, somebody read the English. Okay. All right, Sister Sumitra Khan, you can read the English.
Dependence or support condition. The four immaterial aggregates are mutually related to one another by dependence condition. The four great essentials are mutually related to one another by dependence condition. At the moment of conception, mind and matter are mutually related to each other by dependence condition. Consciousness and mental factors are related to mind-produced matter by dependence condition. The great essentials are related to derived matter, upada rupa, by dependence condition. I base is related to I consciousness element and its associated states by dependence condition. Ear base is related to ear consciousness element and its associated states by dependence condition. Nose base is related to nose consciousness element and its associated states by dependence condition. Tongue base is related to tongue consciousness element and its associated states by dependence condition. Body base is related to body consciousness element and its associated state by dependence condition. Depending on this matter, mind element and mind consciousness element arise. That matter is related to the mind element, the mind consciousness element, and the associated states by dependence condition. So for notes, here mind is what we call the Paṭṭhāna with its 33 cetasika maximum, where matters is equal to the 3 kamaja kalapas, which is consisted of kaya dasaka, bhava dasaka, vatu dasaka. Note number 54, I consciousness element. There are the two types of citta as result of kusala or akusala. Note number 55, the associated cetasika. Here it is the 7 universals. Note number 56, heart base is what we call the Hadaya Watu.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
All right.
welcome.
So, thank you. For other students, if you are not reading, please remember to mute. Okay. Just now, Chai Hun, the speaker is on. Okay. This is the way we study according to Pali. And by the Pali, you get the English translation. And there are some are quite same, especially in this Chakayatana, Sotayatana, and so on. Okay. From here, I already put the notes here. Okay. So you can see this. So you notice it's actually quite same. You see this before in the Sajata. You also see this before in the Sajata and Anyamanya. All right. So these three are quite same.
Hi.
Chai Hun, your speaker is on. Remember to switch off, Chai Hun. Yeah. Okay. I think I think her side is difficult to switch off. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this one, you can see in the Sajata and Anyamanya. Right. Okay. This one you see in the Sahajata, right? So this one you also see in the Sahajata, right? Because you notice that the condition are quite similar. For them to be depend on each other, of course sometimes they must be born together. So that's why some are similar to Sahajata, some are similar to Anyamanya mutually. So you can make a contrast. Okay. Only the difficult things, the different thing will be this sense consciousness and this one also. All right. Where your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and then due to it, there will be consciousness arise based on the sense base. And then other consciousness, nothing to do with eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, they are considered as dependent on the Hadayawatu. Okay. This one I'll skip first because I will come back to this later. It's not in your note, all right? Okay. Nisaya actually, I think so far the most difficult thing will be try to understand more on Sahajata. Ayamaya actually easy. Nisaya is more information. But once you understand Sahajata, then Nisaya will be easy. Upanisaya actually is even very easy. All right. It's like after Nisaya, then Upanisaya is considered easiest one because the conditions are quite similar. There will be one Aramana. So you can see this in the Aramana condition. So this one you see in the Anantara condition. So the C will be a new one. Okay. Okay, I need somebody to read here. Okay. Ashin Chanda, can you read this one? Please read slow and put your microphone near your mouth, Okay? Read slow, okay? Don't read too fast. Okay.
Upanisya Visio is a condition that strongly supports as the dependence of its conditioned state. Upanisya means strong support. When it rains, the rain causes trees to grow. Decisive support condition is indeed a powerful and far-reaching condition in Abhidhamma analysis of causality. It has three types: object, proximity, and natural. Aramana Upanisya, object, decisive support. This refers to when an object strongly influences the mind. For example, when one deeply respects the Buddha and contemplates his quality, the object, the Buddha, becomes a decisive support for the arising of faith and other wholesome mental states. Anantara Upanisya, proximity, decisive support. This is similar to Anantara condition. It refers to how each mental state serves as a strong support for the immediately following mental states. Pakatu Pakha Upanishya, natural decisive support. This is the broadest category encompassing a wide range of influential factors. It includes the things like weather, food, associated person and places. It also includes one's own habit, skills, and experiences. It can operate over long periods and doesn't necessarily involve immediate cessation.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. Now, this one is Upanisaya. You have the word Nisaya, all right? Nisaya is a dependence. So that's why sometimes Upanisaya, they are kind of like sometimes how we translate, all right? How we translate here. Decisive. Sometimes they translate as the word decisive support. But actually, upa sometimes it can kind of like emphasis, you can say it's a strong or more strong support, you know, because of the prefix upa. So compared to nisaya, you have upa nisaya, right? Anyway, there are three types here. Okay. So the first one is very easy, object. Especially when the object strongly influence the mind because when you open your eyes, when you wake up in the morning until you fall asleep, every day, every moment, the objects come. Sometimes the sight you see, the smell, the taste, the contact, and then your thoughts. But not all the object will strongly influence the mind. Okay. Sometimes the object just come and disappear very fast. So, for example, if you have Sada type, you have faithful type, and you respect the Buddha, so when you see the Buddha statue, so it become strongly support for your mind, and then it make your mind become more faithful and so on, right? So as long as it strongly influence the mind, so we are consider this as a aramana. Actually, it's two words. Aramana plus upa nisaya. Aramana means object, right? Aramana pachayo. So this is actually kind of like same like the aramana pachayo, but it has extra meaning, strongly support here. So the second one is anantara. So we already see the anantara previously. Okay. Anantara is normally in the witty process, okay? So it's like anything you see in a witty process, all right? For example, the witty process, you have the bawanga, but bawanga is not really important. So let's say after your eye receiving question, then you got receiving, then you got the investigating, then determining. Then remember you got seven jawana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, there's tadaramana. Okay. So that is the earlier one will be strongly support for the next one. So this one receiving will be strongly support for the another one. So another one, the next one will be strongly support for the jawana. The first jawana will be strongly support for the second jawana. Second jawana will strongly support to the third jawana and so on. And then the last jawana will pass the information to the tadaramana. So you see this is right, in the VT. So you can write down. We already see the VT means it's the coordination process, right? So the one I highlight in yellow means it's not in your notes. If you print up, please write yourself. This is very easy to remember, okay? So it's Anantara. Aramana is object, strongly influenced object. So Anantara is the one same with Anantara Pacheyo. So Pakatu Nisaya from two words, all right? It is a Pakati and Upanisaya. So Pakati meaning the Pakati is natural, right? So this one is a big, big scope. Why? Including the weather, food, and so on. It's like you say, if the weather is good, you feel happy. All right. So for example, now in Myanmar, it's like we already changed the weather from the raining non-stop, non-stop for 3 months. Now we are going to move to cool season. So it's actually quite nice. But in between the change of season, sometimes there are lightning, thunderstorm, and the cool season has not really come, but the rain already stopped. So the heat actually is quite hot. So you notice that the weather actually can affect your mind. So if the weather is good, your mind is also better. And if you have good food, you also have the healthy body and mind. So if you associate with good people, then you will have the better mind and so on. Okay. So this is actually you can see everything in the world you can put under this condition. Pakatu Upanisaya, right? Because it can also operate for a long, long time. Okay. And it does not involve immediate cessation. Now, this is a story. I think most of you know the story about the importance of food. Okay. Shinli, can you read this one? Yes.
Uh, Story Matika Mata, a devout lay woman, invited 60 monks to stay in her village for the rainy season retreat. She carefully observed which foods suited the monks best and provided only those. Thanks to this suitable nourishment, the monks' minds became clear and focused. By the end of the retreat, all 60 monks attained arahantship. This shows how Matika Mata's wise offering of appropriate food served as an Upanisaya decisive support condition for the monk's spiritual progress, demonstrating the importance of suitable conditions in Buddhist practice.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's why if a meditation center provide the food suitable for you all, then the yogi will be have a better mind. So it's like different people have different taste. Some people like sweet taste. So if people who like sweet taste, then he cannot get a sweet taste. The mind will be little bit disturbed. Of course, later when he start to practice meditation, he can overcome it. But actually, we say it depends on the nutriment. You know, the most thing is nutriment should be suitable. Like those who have some digestive problem and if the food is always very hard, so it's not suitable for that person bowel movement. Okay. And if the person like some oil, like Myanmar food is very oily, and then if you give them only Chinese food, they don't like it because most of Myanmar monk cannot eat Chinese food. They say Chinese food has no taste. And if you give the Chinese monk or the Burmese food, they say it's too oily. All right. So that's a Upanisaya here. It's under this one. Pakatu Upanisaya. Alright, so this is called Pakati means natural. This is very easy to understand. Okay, let's look at the Pali. Pali actually is interesting. The Pali side is start with all this is Anantara, right? Anantara is the earlier Kusala refer to the later Kusala. So this part is about Jawana. Okay. Actually, I don't want to go detail because if go detail, I think we cannot even finish Paṭṭhāna. So we will just do the Dhamma Puja, chant the Pali. Or anybody like to chant the Pali? Anybody interested? I think Vira, you can chant Pali, right? Are you familiar with this chanting, Vira?
Uh, Heard it before.
You want to try?
Okay.
Maybe you chant few, then the Ashin Chana, he can chant few. All right. You chant this four first. Yes.
Okay. Purima kusala dhamma pachimanam kusalanam dhammanam upanisaya pachayena pachayo. Purima kusala dhamma pachimanam akusalanam dhammanam kesanchi upanisaya pachayena pachayo. Purima kusala dhamma pachimanam abhyakatanam dhammanam Upanisaya Pachayena Pachayo. Purima Akusala Dhamma. Pachimanam Akusalanam Dhammanam. Upanisaya Pachayena Pachayo.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Ashin Chanda, you can chant this one. 5 to 8. All right.
To 8. Okay. Purima akutala dhamma pisimane kutalane dhammane ketensi upanetiya pisiyena pisiyo.
Please
Puri
slowly, a little bit slow. Okay.
Purima
Yes.
akutala dhamma pisimane abhyakatane dhammane upanetiya pisiyena pisiyo. Purima abhyakata dhamma pisimane abhyakatane dhammane upanetiya pisiyena pisiyo. Purima abhyakata dhamma pisimane kutalane dhammane upanetiya pisiyena pisiyo.
You can
Purima
continue.
Purima abhyagata dhamma pisimane akutalane dhammane upanitiya pisiyena pisiyo. Udu bhusampi upanitiyena pisiyena pisiyo. Ogolopi upanitiya pisiyena pisiyo. Tenataname pi upanitiya pisiyena pisiyo.
Okay. So Ashin Chanda, he actually chant with some Burmese pronunciation. That's why you notice some of the pronunciation is different from the international Pali. Okay, so anyway, the English is quite long here. So we just look at the Pali is sometimes kusala related to kusala. Sometimes kusala related to akusala. Sometimes kusala related to abhyakata. Abhyakata means can be kriya or vipaka here. Okay. Sometimes kusala is related to kusala. Kusala related to akusala to kusala. Sometimes kusala to abhyagata. Right. And then the abhyagata to abhyagata to kusala, abhyagata to akusala. All right. So the main thing here is this one. Utu, all right? The weather or and also food. Utu is a weather. Bojana is food. So they are under Upanisaya, Pachayana, Pachayo. Pugala, the person you stay with or you associate with. Sena Sanam, where you stay, right? So this part is the Pakati, okay? Pakatu Upa Nisaya, the one I mentioned just now, is very important because the weather really can influence the whole world. Now, the place where raining every day, then they will be flooded, like happened in Myanmar, in Vietnam, and in Malaysia recently, all right? And if you get good food, you can study well. If the food is not suitable for you, then you might don't feel comfortable. And then the person you stay, if the person is a good morality, you also will have good morality. If the person is lazy, you also will be lazy. All right. So there's a senasanam. If the place is comfortable, free from animals, insects, then you can meditate properly. If the place has lots of insects and not comfortable, you will feel uh, not at ease. All right. So this is the Pali here. Basically, all these Pali, you can just analyze yourself, kusala, akusala, you know. As long as you have some basic Pali, you can just analyze, and once you understand the pattern of Pali, you can just memorize it. In Myanmar, a lot of people just during chanting, they can chant 1 hour without looking at the Pali. So this is considered very basic chanting for a lot of those who study the Abhidhamma. Okay. All right. Now, so we finish this one. This one is 10. Okay. The yellow color is I add on here. Okay, Sister Chin Si In, can you read this one?
Okay. Uredata Pachaya is a condition born earlier than it is condition state. It is like a mother to a child. Sense base appear before sense consciousness. For example, eye base, eye sensitivity, and visible sight appear first.
I consciousness appears later. The sense base and sense object are born earlier, purejata, to the sense consciousness. Number two, other consciousness depend on Hadaya Batu, heart base.
Okay.
Pajay, okay.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so we study the so anyway, pure, the word pure means earlier. So jata, born earlier. So there are something condition is born earlier. For example, before you see something, before the sense consciousness, before the eye consciousness appear, of course you must have the eye base, all right, and the visible sight. They must appear first. Then you got eye consciousness. So that's why the sense bases and sense object are born earlier to the sense consciousness. And of course, there must be heart base. There must be heart base, then the other consciousness will appear. So we look at the chanting. The chanting actually is quite long, but you notice the Pali actually a lot of repetition, right? So this one Chakayatanam we see in the Nisaya also, the same pattern. Okay, because the eye base is related to eye consciousness. So chaku vijnana, the eye consciousness must depend on the chakayatanam, eye base. Okay, so I will invite the student to recite. Okay, Doris, you want to chant this one, 1 to 4?
Chant the Pali.
Yes, Pali. Okay, all right,
I'll try.
all right.
Purejata pachayoti. Cakayatanam Caku Vinyana Caku. Wow, very small, so hard to read.
Okay,
Caku.
I make it bigger for you. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Okay. Cakayatanam Caku Vinyana Datuya Tam Sampayuta Kananja oh Dhammanam Purejata Pachayena Pachayu Sota Yatanam Sota Vinyanan Datuya Tam Sampayuta Kananja Dhammanan Purejata Pachayena Pachayu Ganna yantanam ganna vinyanan datuya tampa tam sampayuta kananja dhammanang purejata pachayena pachayu jiva yatanam jiva vinyana datuya tam sampayuta kananja dhamman nam pure jata pachaya yena pachayu.
Okay,
Kaya.
thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we let the other student. Sister Go, can you read this one? Number 6. 5, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Sister Go?
Okay, I
Yeah,
try.
all right. Read the Pali, okay.
Kaya yatanan, kaya vinyana, datuya tam sampayuta kanancha damanang purejata pachayena pachayo. Rupa yatanang chaku vinyana datuya tam sampayuta kanancha damanang purejata pachayena pachayo. Sadayatanang sota vinyana datuya tam sampayuta kanancha damanang purejata pachayena pachayo. Ganda yatanang gana vinyana datu yastam sampayuta kananja damanang purejata pachayena pachayo.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so we have 9, 10, 11. All right, so next turn, Brother Ko, you can read also.
Number 11, is it?
9, 9, 10, 11.
Rasa yatanam jiha vinyana datuya tam sampayuta kanancha damanam purigata pachayena pachayo dan kotaba yatanam kaya vinyana datuya tam sampayuta kanancha damanam Purijata Pachayena Pachayo. 11. Rupa Yatanam, Sada Yatanam, Ganda Yatanam, Rasa Yatanam, Potaba Yatanam, Mano Datuya, Tam Sampayuta Kanancha Damanam, Puri Jata Pachayena Pachayo.
Okay, thank you. So any more? All right. Okay. So next student, Sister Ho, please read number 12 and 13.
Yam rupang nisaya mano tatu cha mano vinyan na tatu cha wantati tam rupa mano tatuya tam sampayutta kanancha tamanang purenjata pachayena pachayo mano vinyanan tatuya tam sampayutta kanancha tamanang kinchi kare purenjata pachayena pachayo kinchi kare na purenjata Paccayena Paccayo.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, all of you can chant the Pali already. All right, it's not so difficult. Okay, we read the English. Now remember, we are in Purejata, means that something born earlier. So, for example, eye consciousness is eye base. Eye base is related to eye consciousness. It means that eye consciousness born later, eye base born earlier. So, eye base born earlier, eye consciousness born later. Okay, so that's the meaning. Then you got the ear base, nose base, tongue base. All right. So okay, right. Jen, can you read the English? Yes.
The English.
Yes.
Eye base
Uh,
is related to eye consciousness element and its associated states by prenescence conditions. Ear base is related to ear consciousness element and its associated status by prenescence conditions. Nose base is related to nose consciousness element and its associated states by prenescence conditions. Tongue
please
base,
read. Yeah.
tongue base is related to tongue consciousness element and its associated states by prenescence conditions. Body base is related to body consciousness element and its associated status by prenescence conditions.
Okay, thank you. So here we can see eye, ear, nose, tongue, body base related to its corresponding eye, ear, nose, tongue, body consciousness. All right. So this is talking about sense base and sense consciousness. Okay, now this part is about the object here. So okay, next student, Sister Lee Kuan Ngo. Yes.
Okay. Visible object is related to eye consciousness element and its associated states by prenuptial condition. Sound is related to ear consciousness element and its associated states by prenuptial condition. Smell is related to nose consciousness element and its associated state is by prenuptial condition. Taste is related to tongue consciousness element and its associated state by prenuptial condition. Tangible object is related to body consciousness element and its associated state by prenuptial condition. Visible object, sound, smell, taste, and tangible object are related to mind element and its associated state by prenuptial condition. So the note 57, the two type of eye consciousness result of kusala and akusala. 58, associated cetasika. Here the seven universal cetasika is the seven universal. We translate as object, although the text again say ayatana, meaning external base here. 60, the three chitta, pancha dwara, Vajana plus 2 Sampatichana, receiving consciousness.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. Okay,
Okay,
we
thank
finished
you.
the English first. Yeah, okay. So we still have two more.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Next student. Okay, Brother
Okay,
Michael,
thank you.
are you? Can you read, Brother Michael? Are you around? Okay. Then Brother Lee. All right.
Okay. Depending on this matter, mind element and mind consciousness element arise. That matter is related to mind element and its associated states by pre-nascence condition. That matter is sometimes related to the mind consciousness element and its associated states by pre-nascence condition. Sometimes it is not related by pre-nascence condition.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. All right. So
thank
you
you.
can see some of the terms, mind element, mind consciousness element. All right. So I put the notes here. Sometimes we have, you can see this one just on Mano Dhatu, my element. Mano Vijnana Dhatu, my conscious element. It's the way how they classify the thing. So they put the five door everything consciousness and then the and two receiving Sampati Chana as the Mano Dhatu. Okay. Okay. And then the Mano Vijnana Dhatu, my consciousness element. The Mano is my consciousness Vijnana, Dhatu is element, is 76. How you get 76? It's just 89 chittas minus the 10 sense consciousness. Remember, eye, ear, nose, body. You have the one is a kusala, one is akusala. So 5 times 2, you got 10. So minus the 10. And then you minus the 3, this one Mano Dhatu. So the remaining 76 is called Mano Vijnana Dhatu. So you will see this actually just now in the Paṭṭhāna when they have this information. All right. So later I will send you the updated notes again. So what we have is all right. So we will have Pachajata later. So after Pachadata, maybe I will discuss some on the chitta because some student want to ask about chitta. So later we will continue some more on maybe Pachajata and Asewana. All right. So maybe after the exam we will continue with the Paṭṭhāna. So next week is an exam. I hope the students are ready. Okay. So what we do is we have 5 minutes. So we have Purijata is something that born earlier. So anything you can think about that, something that born earlier to another, especially in the sense consciousness. And also heart base must born earlier for other consciousness. Okay. Now, Pachadata is a little bit difficult to understand, but I think with this diagram it's easier, right? So it's a condition that born later than its condition state. The effect has already arisen, but this cause is born later. Actually, this cause is the upatambaka supporting. As long as the effect remains, the cause can support it. It is like children that are born later will support their parents. This is a mind to matter. The post-nascent chitta and cetasika are related to pre-nascent rupa by pachajata pachayo. All right, so we take, for example, this example. For example, there is a material quality that coincides with the determining consciousness, utapana. It is born earlier than kusala javana. This kusala javana supports this material quality that is born earlier. As material process and mental process are running side by side, they have connection to each other. That's why the support is possible. So remember, we have two life. One is a material life. Material life, when you learn the viti, is uh, is 17 Chittakana, thought moment. All right. So there will be 17 moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17. So this material life will last for 17 thought moment. And chitta is only one moment. So one moment pass away, another chitta will arise, another chitta will arise, another fido, chitto, everything. Then followed by I consciousness will arise, then receiving, determining the investigating and determining. All right. So the example given here is there's one material quality coincide with the determining Uttapana. So we are referring about this point here, about this point. Okay. And there's one Javana. This Javana is, we call it Kusala Javana. All right. Kusala Javana means it's a wholesome Javana. For example, when let's say if the eye sees something good, so there's a Kusala Javana. So this Javana is born later. But this material is actually born earlier, all right? Because the material start at this, we call it the first moment. So material start at this first moment, right? But this jhavana is at how many moments? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all right? So take it as it's come at the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So the jhavana is actually at the 9th moment, but it can support the material life that start at the first moment. All right. So this means that this is jhavana 1 is a born later, pachajata, but it can support, there's a upatambaka, support the material life that already begin earlier on. So the condition is like very simple. It's like just the child, a children that born later will support their parents. Okay, so there's a simile here. So this is called pachajata, pachaya, condition born later. Okay, so that's the example here. Okay, so we will read the story here. It's just a story for you to it's also deliver the point. Another thing just to make this Paṭṭhāna easier to digest. Okay, okay, Sister Wong, can you read this one? The story.
Good evening.
Yes.
The story. Thank you, Saji. There was a monk who had elderly parents who were poor and in need. Despite being a monk, he felt a strong sense of filial duty. He would collect alms, food, and then give it to his parents to support them. Some other monks saw this and reported it to the Buddha, thinking it was improper for a monk to give away the food offered to him. The Buddha, upon hearing this, inquired about the situation. After learning the full story, the Buddha did not criticize that monk. Instead, he praised him for his compassion and filial piety. The Buddha then established a new rule allowing monks to give food to their parents if they were in need. This is Paṭṭhāna.
Okay. So it's a monk, even though he already renounced, he also still have a little bit, not a lot, but still have responsibility to the parents. It's like this pachajata. Okay. The children that are born later, like this is the Javana here, born later can support the material life that born at the first moment. Okay. Children born later can support the parents. So just remember, pachajata means supporting effect, right? Supporting this situation. Okay. I think I will start at Asivana. Asivana actually is quite similar with some of the things you see like Anantara. Okay. All right. So, okay. Student will read this one. Asivana. Sister Poifun, can you read this one? Asivana.
Yes, Saji. Asavana Pachaya is a repeating condition for the arising of its conditioned state. With repeated learning, one becomes proficient. The prefix a means repeatedly. The asa the asavana means an experience that is repeated. For example, one has to study, memorize repeatedly to remember it. This condition concerns javana of the same type only, not with others. Generally, 7 javanas will occur in a mental process. That means javana number 2 receive asavana pachaya from javana number 1 and so on.
You can continue this one story. Yes.
Sorry. Pandaka was a monk who had difficulty memorizing even a single verse of the Dhamma. His brother, frustrated with his slow progress, asked him to leave the monastery. The Buddha, seeing Pandaka's potential, gave him a clean white cloth and asked him to repeat the words Rajoharanan, removing impurity, while wrapping the cloth. Pandaka diligently repeated this practice. Through constant repetition, he noticed the cloth becomes spoiled, teaching him in nature of impermanence. This repetitive practice led him to attain enlightenment.
Okay, thank you.
Continue. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. All right. Now, this asavana strictly you can say is happen in the mental process, in the viti process. Okay. So viti. Right. Especially in the same type only. So that's why I call it repetition, because only same type can be have repetition. So in the viti process, you have how many? You have the javana 1, javana 2, javana 3, javana 4, javana 5, javana 6, javana 7. Okay. So javana 1 is repeated by javana 2. So javana 2 will repeat by javana 3, and then javana 4 and javana 5, javana 6 and 7. Okay. So number 6 will give power to number 7, but 7 will not give power because 7 will follow by Tadaramana. So in a way, you can say number 7 does not have the Asivana because it is cannot be repeated by Tadaramana. Okay, because of different type, unless they are same type. But it's actually better if we just remember it's considered to do with the Javana only. That is clearer. Because according to Pali, so we look at the Pali actually clearer, say it's only to do with Javana. Okay. Now this Pali is very short. You see this Pali also in the Anantara or just now in the Nisaya. If you all like, you can print out this one because it's good to recite this one. Alright, so I'll recite. Okay. Asivana Pachayo Di Purima Purima Kusala Dhamma Pachimanam Kusalanam Dhammanam Asivana Pachayena Pachayo Purima Akusala Dhamma Pachimana Akusalanam Dhammanam Asivana Pachayena Pachayo Purima Kriya Pyakata Dhamma Pachimana Kriya Pyakatanam Dhammanam Asivana Pachayena Pachayo. Okay, we read the English. Will you? Can you join us? Read the English. Yes.
Repetition condition. Preceding wholesome states are related to subsequent wholesome states by repetition condition. Preceding unwholesome states are related to subsequent unwholesome states by repetition condition. Preceding functional indeterminate states are related to subsequent functional indeterminate states by repetition condition.
Okay, thank you. So here is very simple. Kusala is related to the first the earlier, Purima means earlier, and Pachima means later. So earlier kusala related to later kusala. Earlier akusala related to later akusala. And then earlier kriya. Remember we had kriya chitta, like maha kriya chitta. Okay. Related to the later kriya chitta. So we can, for example, this refer to the, so sometimes we remember it's like very simple. Kusala related to who? Then akusala related to akusala. Then the abhyakata kriya is kriya refer to kriya. So we can just do a shortcut like this. Kusala to kusala, first kusala jawana to second kusala, akusala jawana to akusala jawana, kriya to kriya jawana. So this refer to jawana type only. Okay, so this story is just to say that the power repetition. So when things, sometimes when we do things again and again, like when you try to memorize the Pali, if you have the read, this one we call asewana. First time you cannot remember, but after you read the same Pali more than 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, you will have this asewana. It's like Chula Pandaka because of why he become Arahant, but he was have difficulty in memorizing because in the past he was doing some unwholesome thing. So this karma stopped him from having a bright memory. But he due to the Buddha sees potential, so the Buddha asked him to repeat the word Rajo Haranam. It just means that uh when he rub the handkerchief or something like that, a clean white cloth. So he rub again and again with his hand, then the white cloth become very, very dirty. And then when he do this kind of like mantra, repeat again, so he noticed that the white cloth become dirty by itself. Then he answered the impermanence nature and the we call it the impurity nature of the body, right? So that's why he finally become Arahant with psychic power. There's a power of asevana. So if things we do it in our daily life, we do it again and again, sooner or later we can get it done. Like you try to learn Pali or Abhidhamma. Okay. So I will stop here. So today, now we will go for the review question because I have people ask me. Ashin Chanda, you want to ask me something about? Is it this part that you don't understand? Which part you don't understand?
Yes, Yari.
Which part you don't understand? Which part you don't understand? This is
Oh,
on the Chitta side.
okay. It's in Chitta side, page 12. Uh,
You have to tell me because I add on some notes already.
oh,
So
okay. Okay.
I some
I
sometimes
didn't understand the part where it's written, an arahant offers extra rope to his disciple. So, what kind of mind will appear below? Actually, yeah.
this one okay. All right, this one okay. Yeah, Arahan. Okay, this is on Chitta. So Arahan, he because he's Arahan, when he do good deeds, he will not get Mahakusala. Mahakusala means wholesome Chitta, but wholesome Chitta is doing for those like normal people or those who attend first, second, third, we call it those learner. Arahan because he has no more how you call it more no more future life. So whatever he do will not be kusala chitta, but it's called special one we call it kriya chitta. Okay?
Mm,
And kriya chitta. And of course, Arahan, when he do things, he will answer about the karma. So there will be jnana sampayutta. Alright?
mm,
And he will do things uh unprompted. He will do things out of his own good
own
wish.
effort.
That's why it's
Yeah.
asankarika. Okay?
Mm, mm,
It
mm,
can
mm.
be somanasa if he do it happily, or if he do it neutral feeling, it will be upeka.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So this kind of question is good to ask in a test, no? But of course I will change it a little bit, not exact like this. Yes. Next question.
okay, the Buddha smiles at an interesting event. I just wrote. I can only wrote the Hasitu Pada Sita, but
no other
Yeah.
thing other
Okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah. If you can write this one, is also correct. Yeah. But if you want to more specific, Hasito Pada Chitta is in the Ahituka Chitta. It's a Kriya. Like just now we
Uh,
say we have the Jawana, so it's a Kriya Chitta here. Okay.
uh,
So remember in the chart, you remember I show you the chart, right? So I don't know whether you print yourself or not.
yes,
The chart 89 Chittas.
yes.
Okay. So let me see my charts. Okay, where's my notes? Hmm. Okay, so anyway, for those, you all have to remember 89. This is actually basic, you know. Okay, I think it should be this one. Okay, so it's a little slow. So it's under Ahituka. Okay, this smiling producing Hasyutopada under the Kriya. Okay, Ahituka Kriya. This is just for us to know the exact place. But of course, if you write Hasitupada, smiling producing is correct. Okay.
mm.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Another one is 4, 5, 6. Yes, the man sees the snake on the road. So I got
Yes.
only the how to say, as he saw, that means it's Sakhu Vinyana.
Yeah. Right.
Uh,
Yes. Okay.
then how to say, Sakhu Vinyana, as he didn't have any kind of feelings like how to say, happy or anger. It's like upekha sahagata.
No. Okay. The key point is cease. All right. The key point is cease. So it will
Oh,
be
okay.
Chakuviyana. All right. Cease.
Uh-huh.
Then Chakuviyana, it depends. We have two types of Chakuviyana. All right. Remember, one is belong to the Akusala Vipaka, one is to belong
Yes.
to Kusala Vipaka. So Akusala
Uh-huh.
Vipaka when he see bad object. Kusala Vipaka when he see good object. All right.
Okay.
So when he see a snake, so snake is a bad object. Nobody would
Mm-hmm.
take, nobody would say snake is a good object. So since snake is a bad object, then it will be Akusala Vipaka, not Kusala Vipaka. All right.
Ah,
All right.
okay.
That's the logic here. Because if
Oh,
you just write Chaku Vijnana, it's not enough because we have two types, so you have to specify. It's a Chaku Vijnana under Akusala Vipaka or Chaku Vijnana under Kusala Vipaka. Okay?
okay. So it's not upekha. It's not related with
Yes,
upekha.
yes. If you want to write, yeah, it's a Purkha. So if you write Upeka, what Sahagata, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
but it's not important. This is not important. The main
Mm.
thing is you have to identify is it Kusala or Akusala Vipaka. All right?
Oh, so we have to
Yes,
identify there is
yes, yes,
bad object or good object.
yes. Because we have two Chaku Vijnana. So if you
Mm.
write Chaku Vijnana only, yes, you can write Upeka Sagata. But if you write Chaku Vijnana Upeka Sagata, then the answer might be either these two, all right? These two. So we don't know which one you say. We don't know
Ah,
we don't know are you saying about this one or this one. So yeah, either these two, you must choose only this one or this one, okay?
oh, okay. So
Yeah.
here another one is a person is fearful of tiger after seeing it. So seeing
Yes.
is like vinyana, but how to explain the fearful what he is having?
Yes. Fearful is dosa mula, you know. Remember the
Ah,
akusa cita, you had the dosa mula.
yes,
Anything to
yes.
fear, aversion, hatred, annoyance is always dosa mula. So it's a
Always
akusa
document.
cita. Yes, dosa mula cita. Okay.
Ah,
In under the akusala group, dosa
la,
mula cita, domanasa sahagata, asankarika. So when domanasa chitta come, then the dosa mula chitta is a domanasa sagata, and then the feeling come by itself, so it's automatically. So that's why it's asankarika.
So as the person saw the tiger, would it be also like the Akutala Vipaka? No.
Yeah, but the key point is not seeing this, no. The key point is fearful.
Fear.
Fearful is a key. Yes, this is the key point. Yes, if you want to write this on seeing, then you can see, you can write at the moment of seeing, then will be like just now, okay? Chaku
Mhm.
Vijnana, what like this one, Chaku Vijnana, but it's a Akusala Vipaka.
Oh,
Chaku
okay.
Vijnana, all right? Yeah, but the key point here at the moment of fear is fearful. So it should be dosa mulacita. Okay?
Oh, okay, okay. So
All right.
another one I didn't understand about the meditator felt samvega, spiritual of urgency. Actually, I didn't understand the word samvega.
Samvega means spiritual urgency. Means he just want to practice means that put more effort in practice meditation. Okay? That's the meaning of samvega.
Mm,
Samvega means, let's say if you have spiritual urgency, like tonight, 10 o'clock, you will not go to sleep. You will continue your meditation like this.
okay, okay.
Okay?
So it's kusala citta
Yeah, jnana sampayutta.
na sampayutta.
Yes, okay.
Mm, okay, okay, okay. These are the things. Yeah, really. Thank
Okay.
you.
Did you watch the recording again?
Yes,
Mm.
I
Uh,
watched it, but I
okay, yeah.
didn't understand it clearly actually. So to
Okay, okay. All right. It's okay, no problem. It's good to do revision. All right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Any question for other student? If not, we will stop and we will do a sharing of merits. Any other question about? So the exam, I will tell you the format is very simple. All of you are most welcome to join. For those taking diploma, please make sure you join, and it's closed book, closed book. I trust you all will be honest because no point to gain extra marks by open the book here. All right. So basically, the question will be one short question, a short like certain short paragraph or fill in the blank or choose the yes or no. Okay. Choose a yes or no. Not so easy, not so difficult. Middle way. Right. Okay. Now we ask Jen, do you want to share your screen?
Sure, Sally.
Okay, you can share now. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you open your video also? Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, can you see my screen
Yes.
and video?
Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. We can see you also.
Okay. So I will start from sharing merits.
Can you start with the Guyena first, asking forgiveness? Yes.
Asking for forgiveness.
All right, okay. You can read Pali and English, please. Okay.
Okay. Kayena vacha chitena pamadena maya katam achayam kame me bante puri panya tadagatta. Kayena vacha chitena pamadena maya katam achayam kama me dhamma sanditika akalika. Kayena vacha chitena pamadena maya katam achayam kama me sangha supatipana anutara. For any transgression I have committed through heedlessly, by way of body, speech, or mind, please forgive me, Venerable Sir. Realize one, O great wise. For any transgression I have committed through heedlessly, by way of body, speech, or mind, please forgive me, O Dhamma, which is self-evidence not delayed in time. For any transgression I have committed through heedlessly, by way of body, speech, or mind, please forgive me, O Sangha, unsurpasses field of merits. Okay. Sharing of merits. Etavata chamhehi sambatam punya sambatam sabe deva sabe buddha sabe sata anumodantu sabha sambadi siddhiya imam no punya bagam sabha satanam dema imam no punya bagam sabha satanam dema imam no punya bagam sabha satanam dema. May all beings, both celestial and earthly, delight in our accomplishment and achievement. We share these merits with all sentient beings. May they acquire these merits and always be well and happy. Sharing merits to the departed ones. Idam no nyatinam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam no nyatinam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam no nyatinam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let our relatives obtain these merits, may they be well and happy. Let our relatives obtain these merits, may they be well and happy. Let our relatives obtain these merits, may they be well and happy. Sharing the merits with devas. Akasata chambumata deva naga mahidika punyatam anumoditva chiram rakantu sasanam. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty powers, having rejoiced in these merits, long protect the dispensations of the Buddha. Akasata chambumata deva naga mahidika punyatam anumoditva chiram rakantu sanam. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty powers, having rejoiced in these merits, long protect the teachings of the Buddha. Akasata chambumata deva naga mahidika punyatam anumoditva chiram rakantu mam paranti. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty powers, having rejoiced in these merits, long protect me and others. That's it. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, I thank you. Your chanting no good also.
Thank you.
You can do it, no problem. All right. Okay. So we will say Buddha Sasana Chirantitatu. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Titatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so before